Hello and welcome back to the Knitting and Grieving podcast. My name is Mira and you have reached Dead Knitter Society, my little corner of the internet where grief and fiber arts, intersect. So I'm trying to get back onto my Monday posting business, just creating a little rhythm in my life. So Tour de Fleece, let's talk about it. This is my first time YouTubing and trying to do something that's in the online community. I chose not to do Vlogmas, and I had seen people doing 100 Days of Spinning in years past, and I've seen people doing Tour de Fleece, and I've always been like, that's adorable, what a cute play on words, what is this? So, oh gosh, my kids were tiny because I think we went to like Billings Farm which is in Vermont, probably in like 2012, 2013. So my littles were quite little and we got these kits and this was what they did. I have pictures of them just sitting with their drop spindles and doing this. And I hung on to the kits because, I tried drop spindling once and I was bad at it. So obviously it wasn't meant to be because that's how my perfectionist brain sometimes works. But this year I decided, because one of my goals is to actually use that spinning wheel to figure it out, that I was going to use Tour de Fleece this year as an impetus to give myself permission to practice a little bit every day and try to get better. So today is day 3. And I posted, you can go to the past, I put up some shorts of like my day 1 and day 2. I was working with some colored little 1 ounce, I don't know what you call them, of fiber, little colored, multicolored. And I was having kind of a hard time because I feel like the length of the fibers was kind of short. So this Luette kit has a much longer, like the roving is in much, much longer, somewhat unmanageable pieces of stuff. And also it's the same type, I think this is called a bottom whorl. I'm not an expert, I don't know. But it's the same type as that tutorial or that class on Craftsy that I had been watching is using. So I was just today going and doing a little bit more and trying to work a little bit on, I'm still really overspinning, I think, but trying to create just a little bit more of an even yarn. And then tomorrow, the e-spinner that I picked up is supposedly arriving. So hopefully I will have, have a little bit better luck with that. If I need to Barbara pull this up a little bit longer. So yeah, I'm just sitting here, give it a little flick. I'm definitely having like difficulty with, like I keep thinking that I've pre-drafted it enough to get kind of that thinner. I don't love like real bulky yarn, but I guess, beginners can't be choosers or something. There are moments where I wish that Mom could see me trying something new. She probably would have some tips. I know that she knew how to like hand spin, and she would always unply yarn to make it even thinner and finer, because even like lace weight was usually not thin enough for her preference when she was like making baby garments and stuff. She really, really liked very fine weight. And at that time in my life, I feel like I'm squeezing the hell out of this. At that time in my life, I was definitely using more like worsted weights and just not, now my preference is really fingering weight. So it just goes to show how we all get to evolve, I guess. So yeah, I don't know. Tell me, like, are you firmly in one fiber art camp or the other, or do you dabble? Okay, this is actually getting a little bit better. Do you dabble? Are you multicraftual? That's my new favorite term. I'm not sure if I have dreams currently of spinning enough yarn to like knit it. Jesus Christ on a bicycle. See, and it's unspinning itself. Yeah, I'm not sure if I have like dreams and designs of actually spinning enough to make a garment out of what I've spun. But hey, we're giving this a little go. Tour de Fleece is like 3 weeks long. It runs as long as the Tour de France, which is, I think, just such a clever play on words. I love it. All right, let me do this, yeah? So, I've been up to this, and, you know, I'm still trying to decide. I'm going on a cruise in less than 2 weeks. Oh my gosh. Or in 2 weeks, I will be boarding my cruise ship. So that is super exciting. But I'm like, is it completely unhinged to bring a drop spindle on a cruise ship? Like, is that, because I'm going to bring knitting. I always bring knitting. So is it any more unhinged to bring a spindle? I don't know. I don't know, guys. I haven't decided. All right. I'm going to come back to this when I'm done recording, because I will tell you that I'm having a little bit of trouble talking and doing, oh dear, anything useful. So let me show you, what do we have here? I've been making good progress on my second ranunculus. I'm pretty sure that I have like decided we are definitely going to go with a long sleeve version. And I'm actually almost through my first ball of yarn. I've placed markers for the sleeves, so I'm about halfway done with the raglan increases for the sleeves in this. I'm still not 100% convinced that this neckline is going to be, like, it's going to be up here, because the twisted German cast on does not seem as stretchy as I might want it to be. But we're going to find out anyway. I'm sure it'll be fine. All things will happen in blocking. But yeah, so marching along on this, and really once you get to sleeve separation with this pattern, it's, because it's meant to be a little bit cropped, I usually add an inch or two just because I don't like feeling like Winnie the Pooh. But it goes really quickly, and then some sleeves, and it, voila, sweater. And I like this. I love the color. It's pretty much 2 gauge to the pattern gauge, but because it's a slightly thicker single plied yarn, you do get nice drape to it. It's not see-through, it's not sheer. So that I have been working on when I am at home, and there's literally like tufts of fiber flying all over my desk. And then I am at the gusset part of the second ankle biter sock. I finally, because I was done with the short rows, so you add just a few short rows to the sole of the sock to give a little bit more room for like the width of your foot. So started the gusset. It's just this, usually I feel like gusset increases happen along the sides in a lot of patterns that I've seen. So this is an interesting construction to me, to have the gusset be like on your heel. But when I wore this and like popped it on just to make sure that it fit my foot pretty well, you don't feel it under your feet at all. I am a little tempted to actually add a couple more short rows here to raise the back of the heel of the sock, to add a little bit more height here. I might do that on this sock and then compare which one I like better and either frog back or add some. But these are almost done. I'm hoping they'll be done in like a week or so. That is really kind of all that I've got going on. I haven't made any progress on stash because like it's so overwhelming, and I need like a full day to just sit in front of my yarn with my Ravelry stash open to make sure it's all current. I haven't swatched. I haven't started the hat. It's been, I mean, I'm in 2 classes now, so that's definitely taking up a lot of mental space. But I wanted to do an episode, and this is also going to be my day 3 of Tour de Fleece, and it feels weird. Sometimes I think about like all the things that are moving on without Mom, learning new things and starting new projects, and she's not here to see it, but then maybe she is. I don't know. One day I'll understand all of the mysteries in the universe, and at that point I'll probably be dead too, so. Anyway, I hope that your day is treating you wonderfully, and I hope that you have the courage to try new things and to allow yourself to be a beginner and to maintain your beginner's mind even in things that you carry expertise. And with that, I wish you love and happiness, and I will see you in the next episode.